Well, good evening, everyone. Meteorologist Michael Wilhite here with Southern Indiana Weather. Thanks for logging on to this quick forecast update tonight for December the 14th, 2014. We're sponsored tonight by Metal Magic in Washington. Give Chad a call, 698-8555 for all your paintless dent repair needs, folks. And be sure to tell them that Southern Indiana Weather sent you. Nice little line of thunderstorms out to our west. Some of these have been severe today. In fact, a few tornado reports and severe thunderstorm warnings out with that earlier today. Nothing going on too much here at the moment, but you do see a line of storms racing our way. Now, no severe weather expected tomorrow, but it will bring us a little bit of rain with it. And then beyond that, once this cold front is through, folks, later on this week, temperatures are going to crash, and you're going to say, oh man, where did this pleasant weather go? As I've been telling you for the past couple of weeks, last half of December is going to look much different than the first half of December. And folks, this is the week of transition, and I've already got at least a couple of chances for potentially accumulating snow in the forecast for this week, and then even beyond that, some potential there as well. So let's dig right into the data real quick here tonight, folks. Let's just go to future radar, sort of time out what we're looking at. Here we are tonight. Not a whole lot of action going on. Maybe just a little bit of drizzle here and there like we've seen around the area today. For the most part, nothing really to worry about. Maybe watch out for some fog tonight. That would be about the biggest issue of concern tonight. But you can see by the time the overnight continues to roll on here, that line of storms moves to us. It's nothing severe by the time it gets here by any means. And you see it's very much in a broken form. By tomorrow afternoon, it just becomes sort of a scattered shower chance, not a solid line even that rolls through. It's sort of broken apart, but we'll have a decent shot of some showers tomorrow. Not a huge rainmaker here for us by any means, and then that's all gone by the time Tuesday comes in. But that is a cold front that's going to bring with it some much colder air, so let's just sort of talk about that. Let's go to what the Euro model is showing here real quick. We're taking a look at the shaded here is accumulated precipitation over the 6-hour time frame as I timestamp as I put these forward. There's that low pressure, as you can see, folks, and as you see it sort of churns its way, moves over us, and it is finally gone and out of here by Tuesday. And then notice this, we get into what we call that northwest flow. Notice these blue lines. The blue and red lines here are indicating height lines at 500 millibars, and this is indicating our upper level flow in the atmosphere, sort of overlaid here on the surface map to make it easier for us to look at. Anything from this first blue line here is what we typically call the 540 thickness line. It's the 5,400 meter line. It's the rain snow changeover line, basically. Anything north of that would be snow. Anything south of that would be rain in a perfect world. It doesn't always work exactly that way, but that's sort of a general rule of thumb. Now notice whenever that moves over us, you know that we've got some very cold air moving in. And notice, folks, what it does. We've got another little disturbance moving through here. It's not really a surface feature. It's actually something in the upper levels of the atmosphere, and you can see that blue line is to the south of us. Not a huge event here for us by any means. As I sort of step this, it looks bigger for Kentucky. Not a huge event here for us for southern Indiana at the moment anyway. Something that we will keep an eye on, but worth a mention in the forecast for sure. How much snow could we end up being talking about this? Well, first off, let's talk about what's causing this forcing. Here it is. This is winds at the 500 millibar, and the color shading you see here is vorticity in the atmosphere. It's spin in the atmosphere, and whenever you get these these coloring, deeper colors come over you, that's whenever there's some positive spin in the atmosphere, and those can cause some snow showers if it's cold enough and there is any moisture over us, and that's exactly what would be causing these showers. Is sort of you've heard us sometimes say an upper level disturbance. That's essentially what this is going to be. How much snow could it belt out on us? Well, it looks like Kentucky could be seen anywhere from 1 to 3 inches. For here, maybe less than an inch from the way the Euro model here is predicting us at the moment. The GFS actually thinks everything stays to our south and doesn't even give us any precipitation with this, but that may be a little bit too far-fetched. We'll just have to see over the coming days, we'll keep an eye on this. It doesn't look like a huge snowmaker for us by any means yet, but it's something that we'll keep an eye on. Really, any snow that falls on the ground and on the roadways could cause a few slick spots here and there and make some disruptive travel, so something that we'll keep an eye on. Now, a bigger system is going to be moving our way for Saturday, and that's what we really want to look at. So here, as this system moves out and brings us that light snow, notice what's starting to form down here into the south, and you see this low pressure really start to track up the spine of the Appalachian Mountains here, honestly, and before it goes out to sea. And notice that the blue line is well to our south, and it brings some decent, heavy accumulating snows here, really. And I would say if this model run is correct, some very heavy snow to Kentucky. Not as much to us, but again, the exact track of this low will be the key to determining precipitation type. And again, notice that the GFS here, as we switch over to this, this has the low much closer to us, and so therefore the rain-snow changeover line is more over central Indiana with it, whereas with the European model, it is firmly in snow territory for us. The GFS, to be fair, has been wavering back and forth. It can't make up its daggone mind. That's typical. The GFS is a very tricky model. The European has held its gun about 90% of its runs and said snow. So I'm leaning towards the European side because of its consistency at this point. How much snow could we get in out of this? Well, again, like I said, several inches if you're down in Kentucky. For us, not quite as many. Here's the accumulated snow again by Thursday. If we transform that over into by Saturday, here's the accumulated snow potentials, and you can see, according to the Euro model, potentially a foot of snow here up in the mountains. But of course, here we are in southern Indiana with a pretty steep gradient, anywhere from 1 inch starting here, 2 inches, 3 inches, 4 inches, maybe even 5 inches along the river. So this could be a pretty significant system for us potentially. It has the potential there. This is not a guarantee by any means, so just understand that these snow numbers are going to change about 30 times by the time Saturday comes, folks. But I'm just preparing you for what could come, because I know next Saturday, being the last weekend before Christmas, that's a busy shopping time of the year. That's a time whenever a lot of people get together for family Christmases. I know some of my family gets together for that, and so we usually go out of, you usually have to do a little bit of traveling here in southern Indiana for that, and well, honestly, it could be a little bit disrupted, and so that's something that we're going to keep an eye on, folks. Again, I can't even nail down this is exactly going to be snow, but I can tell you that there's potential in the forecast, and I'll be keeping an eye on it closely for you this week. All right, let's go ahead and take a look quickly at your 10-day forecast. 70, excuse me, I wish it was 73, right? Oh man, that's wishful thinking, Freudian slip there. 43 for our low tonight under cloudy skies. Again, wishful thinking, I'm saying partly cloudy. It's no, we're not going to see partly cloudy for a long time. Sun, I wish it would come out, but no, just here we go again. It's late, folks. Cloudy, some patchy fog and some drizzle tonight, but nothing really big to worry about. Again, the rain moves in tomorrow. We warm up nicely to about 50 degrees. Normal for this time of the year is about 45 or so, or just a shade less, and we're running about 5 or 6 degrees above normal tomorrow. Tuesday, right on par with where we should be temperature-wise normally for this year, but then after that, sort of the Arctic hammer starts to slowly drop on us, only up to 40 by Wednesday. And then look at this, chance of some light snow on Thursday, only a high of 34 degrees. That's going to be a shock to the system after the mid to upper 40s that we've been experiencing. 35 on Friday. The snow showers potentially move in again on Friday night and last into Saturday. Only a high of 32. Again, snow accumulation possible here on Saturday. Snow accumulation possible here on Thursday as well. We're going to keep an eye on that, folks. And then as far as the eye can see in the extended outlook, upper 30s is as high as it gets. Folks, I told you it's going to be an active second half of the month, and it's going to be a cold second half of the month. We're starting to get into that period. Make sure you keep it tuned right here to Southern Indiana weather for your most accurate winter forecasts all winter long, really, folks. I'll be tracking these storms all week, keeping you updated on our Facebook page, on our website as well, and of course through these videos. All right, folks, that is it for this video update. It's a little longer than I had hoped for tonight, but we'll have another one of these out tomorrow night for you to give you the latest thinking, and we will see you next time. I'm meteorologist Michael Wilhite with SouthernIndianaWeather.com. Thanks for watching, folks, and I'll see you tomorrow.